My phone says it's 9:47 p.m. It said that 20 minutes ago. I'm Jack, by the way, Jack Martinez, 26 years old, been delivering food now for 8 months to pay off my student loans. Communications degree, a lot of good that's doing me now. Tonight I picked up an order from Chen's Garden, sweet and sour chicken, fried rice, spring rolls. Apartment 408 at the Ashwood Building on Maple Street. Simple delivery, $15 tip. Except apartment 408 doesn't exist. I'm standing in this hallway on the 4th floor and I've walked past doors 401, 403, 405, 407, 409. Even numbers should be on the other side, right? But there's just wall. Smooth beige wall with that textured paint that looks like cottage cheese. I've checked 3 times now. The first time I thought I miscounted. The second time I figured maybe it's around a corner, some weird building layout. But this is a 3rd time, and the hallway. I swear it's longer than it was 10 minutes ago. I pull out my phone to call the customer. No signal. That's weird. I had full bars downstairs. I try calling my dispatcher at ChoreDasher. It rings once, then nothing. Just dead air. Not even a call failed message. The call just disappears. Hey, excuse me? I called out. My voice sounds muffled, like the air is swallowing it. Anyone there? I'm looking for apartment 408. Nothing. The fluorescent lights buzz overhead. One of them flickers, casting shadows that seem to move on their own. I look toward where I stepped off the elevator, but I couldn't even see it. I spot a sign. Stairs. I try the stairwell door. It's locked. That doesn't make sense. Stairwells aren't supposed to be locked. I push harder. It doesn't budge. Okay, don't panic. There has to be another exit. I start walking down the hallway again, passing those same odd-numbered doors. 401, 403, 405, 407. Wait! The hallway keeps going, past where it ended before. Now there's 411, 413, 415, stretching into darkness because the lights down there aren't on. I check my phone again, 9:47 p.m. No. I tap it, restart it. When it powers back on, 9:47 p.m. Okay, I'm officially freaking out now. I walk back to where 408 should be, between 407 and 409. I run my hand along the wall, feeling for a seam, a hidden door, anything. Just smooth paint under my fingertips. This is insane, I mutter. Buildings don't just skip numbers, fire code, right? Sequential numbering? I count the doors again, out loud this time like a crazy person. 401, 403, 405, 407, 409. Where the hell is 408? There are no even numbers at all. I try the door to 405. Locked, of course. I try 409, also locked. I go back down to 407 and pound on it. Hello, I need help. I'm lost. No answer, but I can hear something behind the door. A TV, music. Someone's definitely home. They're just not answering. My breathing is getting shallow. The hallway feels like it's narrowing. Is it narrowing? The walls look closer than before. I'm sweating through my jacket now, the delivery bag slipping in my damp grip. I try to remember my training for panic attacks, something my therapist taught me after my dad died. Box breathing, 4 counts in, hold for 4, 4 counts out. In, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, out, 1, 2. The lights flicker, all of them at once. For a split second, the hallway plunges into complete darkness. When they come back on, the hallway has changed. It's longer, definitely longer. I can see more doors now, 417, 419, 421, receding into shadow. Hello? I scream. My voice cracks. Is anyone there? I just need to deliver this food. Apartment 408. Where is apartment 408? I'm running now, checking every door, pulling handles, pounding with my fist. The delivery bag swings wildly from my other hand. 401, locked. 403, locked. 405, locked. 407, locked. I'm back at 407. I slam my palm against it 3 times, hard enough to hurt. Please, someone help me. And then, finally, I hear it, movement behind the door. The TV shuts off immediately. Footsteps approach. The peephole darkens as someone looks through.
Who is it?
A woman's voice, older, maybe 50s or 60s, careful but not unfriendly. I'm breathing so hard I can barely speak. I'm sorry to bother you. I'm a delivery driver and I'm looking for apartment 408. I think I'm lost and my phone isn't working and the hallway won't stop and I can't find the stairs and I'm rambling, panicking. I sound insane even to myself. The locks click. 1 deadbolt, 2, 3. The door opens a crack, chain still attached. A woman peers out. She has gray hair pulled back in a loose bun, deep-set brown eyes, and she's wearing a cardigan that looks hand-knitted. She looks at me, really looks at me, and something in her expression shifts.
Apartment 408?
Yes, ma'am, please. Do you know where it is? I've been walking for I don't know how long. My phone says 947, but that can't be right, and the doors just keep going, and I can't find 408 anywhere, and
What's your name, dear?
the question stops my spiral. Jack Martinez.
Jack. When did you arrive at this building?
About 20 minutes ago, maybe longer, I'm not sure. My phone time isn't working right.
Jack, I think you should come inside. Just for a moment.
Every instinct tells me not to. Don't go into a stranger's apartment. But every instinct also tells me that this hallway isn't right, that something is very wrong, and this woman in apartment 407 might be the only real thing I've encountered since the elevator doors opened. Okay, I hear myself say.
Come in.
Her apartment is warm. That's the first thing I notice, not just temperature warm, but warm in the way a place feels when someone's lived there a long time and filled it with meaning. Photos on every surface. Family pictures, kids at different ages, a wedding photo from what looks like the 1970s. A bookshelf crammed with paperbacks and National Geographics. A teacup on the coffee table, still steaming.
I'm Linda Chen. Please, sit down.
I stay standing, clutching the delivery bag. Ms. Chen, I really just need to find apartment 408. The customer's probably wondering where their food is. Then something clicks in my brain, a horrible, absurd coincidence. Wait, I say, almost laughing, except nothing about this is funny. Chen? Your last name is Chen? I picked up this order from Chen's Garden. That's a hell of a coincidence.
There are no coincidences here, Jack.
The laugh dies in my throat. What does that mean?
It means everything that brought you to this hallway, to apartment 407, to my door. None of it is random. Can I ask you something? Do you remember how you got to the 4th floor?
She gestures to the couch. It's not a command, but there's something in her voice that makes me sit. She settles into an armchair across from me. I took the elevator.
Do you remember getting in the elevator?
I open my mouth, close it, try to picture it. The lobby, the elevator doors, pressing the button marked 4. It's fuzzy, like trying to remember a dream. I must have, I say. I'm here, aren't I?
What's the last thing you remember clearly before arriving on this floor?
I was driving. I picked up the order from Chen's Garden. I stop. Wait, is this your order?
No, dear, but I want you to think. Before the building, you were driving where?
Down Maple Street, heading north. The GPS said the Ashwood Building was 2 blocks ahead, and I was at the intersection, and the light was green, and then what? There was a car, I hear myself say, in the other lane, red sedan. It was going too fast.
Yes.
The light turned yellow. I was going to make it through. But the sedan, it didn't slow down. It ran the red light, and the memory hits me like ice water, the scream of tires. The moment of impossible clarity when I saw the driver's face, saw they weren't going to stop, saw the trajectory, and knew, just knew. Impact, metal screaming, glass, pain, then nothing. Then the elevator doors opening to the 4th floor. No, I whisper. No, that's not. I'm here. I'm fine.
You're here, but you're not fine, Jack. You weren't fine the moment that car hit you.
I stand up so fast the delivery bag falls from my lap. This is insane. I need to leave.
There's nowhere to leave to. Not yet. Not until you accept it.
I'm breathing hard, backing toward the door. Accept what? That I'm dead? That's what you're saying?
Yes.
I'm talking to you. I'm standing here. Dead people don't deliver Chinese food. Linda rises from her chair with the grace of someone who's had this conversation before, many times before.
Jack, look at your hands.
I look down. They're shaking, but they're there. Solid, real.
Now, try to remember. Have you felt hungry? Thirsty? Tired?
I haven't. Not since... When? I was tired before my shift. I remember yawning in my car, drinking a Red Bull at 7 p.m. But since arriving here, nothing.
This is a threshold, a place between. Some people call it purgatory, limbo, the bardo. I just call it the Ashwood Building. It looks like a normal apartment building because that's easier for souls to process than the truth.
Souls.
You're not the first delivery driver to arrive here, Jack. This building, it appears to people based on their final moments. You were making a delivery, so you're making a delivery. The mind holds on to the last familiar thing. It's a kindness, actually.
I sink back onto the couch. This can't be real.
I know. I said the same thing. April 14th, 1987. I was a nurse at St. Mary's Hospital, late shift. I was walking to my car in the parking garage when a man tried to rob me. I gave him my purse. I wasn't stupid, but he was high on something, paranoid. He shot me anyway.
She says it matter-of-factly, like reciting someone else's story.
I woke up in a hospital room, but it wasn't St. Mary's. It was this room, apartment 407, decorated exactly like my childhood bedroom. I kept trying to leave to get back to my shift, but the hallways didn't make sense. Time didn't make sense. Then my grandmother appeared. She'd been dead for 10 years.
She was like you, a guide?
She explained it to me, showed me what I needed to see. When I finally accepted it, when I was ready, she took me to apartment 408. That's the real threshold, the door between here and what comes next. But I couldn't go through.
Why not?
My daughter, Emily, she was 16 when I died. Her father had passed 2 years earlier, cancer. I was all she had left. I couldn't leave her alone, so I stayed. My grandmother understood. She said I could stay as long as I needed, and when I was ready, 408 would still be there.
But you never went.
I watched over Emily. I know that sounds impossible, but in this place, time is fluid. I could see her, like watching through water. I saw her graduate high school, college, her wedding, the birth of her children, my grandchildren. I saw her live a full, beautiful life. She died 2 years ago. Heart attack. Quick, painless.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. She had 53 years. That's more than many get. And when she died, she didn't come here. She went straight through. That's how I knew she was at peace. After that, I realized I'd been staying for the wrong reasons. Not because Emily needed me, but because I needed her. I was ready to go. But when I went to apartment 408...
It wouldn't let you through?
Oh, it would have. But I met someone else in this hallway. A young man, car accident, confused and scared, just like you. I helped him understand, helped him accept. When he went through apartment 408, something strange happened. I felt lighter, like I'd paid off a debt I didn't know I owed.
So you stayed to help others?
37 years of watching Emily taught me patience, purpose. I realized this was my work now. I'm not trapped here, Jack. I'm choosing to be here. Every soul I help cross over, I feel closer to whatever comes next. Maybe after you, I'll be ready. Or maybe there's someone else who needs me. Either way, I'm at peace with it.
We sit in silence. The teacup on the table has stopped steaming. I have a mom, I finally say, and a little sister, Carla. She's 13. I was supposed to help her with her algebra homework tomorrow.
I know.
They're going to be devastated.
Yes.
I didn't even get to say goodbye.
Most people don't.
Tears are running down my face. I didn't even realize I was crying. I'm not ready.
No one ever is, dear.
What's in apartment 408?
Come, I'll show you.
We leave apartment 407. The hallway has changed again. Now there are only 3 doors, 407 behind us, 408 directly ahead, and 409 at the far end, shrouded in darkness. Apartment 408's door is different from the others. It's made of old wood, hand-carved, and it glows faintly, like it's lit from behind. No peephole, no apartment number, even though I know it's 408. What's behind it, I ask.
I don't know. It's different for everyone. But every soul who goes through comes back for a moment, just before they cross completely. They always smile. That's how I know it's good.
Have you ever tried to open it, to look?
Once, when I first decided to stay and help, the door wouldn't open. I think it only opens for those ready to cross. It's not locked. It's patient.
I reach for the handle. My hand passes through it like smoke.
You're not ready yet. There's still something holding you here.
The delivery bag. I'm still holding it. The food that never existed for a customer who was never real in an apartment that is and isn't. I need to let go, I say.
Yes.
But if I let go, my mom will never know what happened. Carla will wait for me to come home. They'll think I just disappeared.
They'll find your car, Jack. They'll find you. It won't be easy, but they'll have closure. They'll grieve, and eventually they'll heal. The question is, can you let them?
I think about my mom's smile, the way Carla rolls her eyes when I make terrible jokes, Sunday dinners, all the moments I'll never have. I'm scared, I admit.
That's okay. Being scared means you lived a life worth leaving.
I set the delivery bag down on the hallway floor. It immediately fades, dissolving like mist. The door to apartment 408 solidifies. I can touch it now. Will you come with me? I asked Linda.
To the threshold, yes. But through it, that journey is yours alone.
I put my hand on the doorknob. It's warm. Beyond the door, I hear something, music, voices. It's just out of reach, but it doesn't sound scary. It sounds like home. I turn the knob. The door opens. Beyond is not a room, but a space of light. Golden, soft, welcoming. I see shapes moving in it. People? Maybe. And among them, I swear I see my dad, who died when I was 9. He's smiling.
Before you go, I want to thank you.
Thank me? For what?
For letting me help. For giving me purpose. You're the 17th soul I've guided. I think you might be my last.
I turn back. Linda is glowing now, too. Not as bright as the light beyond the door, but growing brighter. You're coming through, I realize.
I think I am. I didn't expect it, but when you opened that door, I felt something shift. Maybe my work here is done. Maybe it's time.
Are you scared?
Terrified. And ready. Isn't that strange?
No, I say, I get it. Beyond the door, the light grows warmer. I hear my dad's voice calling my name, and beside him, I see a woman who looks like an older version of Linda, waving.
Is that...
I think your grandmother's been waiting. Linda takes my hand. Hers is warm, solid, real.
Together?
Together, we step through. The last thing I remember is the feeling of a heavy weight lifting, the weight of the delivery bag I'd already set down, the weight of my student loans, my unfinished life, my goodbyes unsaid. All of it, gone. And in its place, lightness, peace, the certainty that my mom and Carla will be okay, that I lived, however briefly, that I mattered. The door to apartment 408 closes behind us. The hallway of the Ashwood Building stands empty, waiting. Somewhere a phone rings, a new order comes in, and time, which never mattered here anyway, moves on.